Planning for your future is the best way to ensure the best outcome for you and your heirs. Anything can happen either during your life or after you die. Who would have thought we'd be hit by a coronavirus that has rocked our world? One fact is certain: we're all going to die at some point, and someone has to step in to manage the estate. That's why it's so important to make plans now so that your family and your estate are protected. I'm Jordan Goodman, America's Money Answers Man, and I want to help you take care of your family and your inheritance by understanding estate planning. Let's start by taking a look at trusts. Trusts are not just for the wealthy. People of every economic level and family type use trusts all the time. Trusts make it easier and less expensive to transfer assets from your estate to your beneficiaries because they do not go through probate court, which saves time and money. Trusts can also be used if you want to donate some or all of your assets to charitable organizations. Keep in mind that if you don't have a legally binding plan on what happens to your assets, the government will come in and control it, and some judge you never knew will make decisions you may not approve of. A trust enables you to give binding instructions on when and where your assets will be transferred. If you have legal dependents, you set up when and where those dependents will receive their portion of the assets. Let's say you've got kids or grandkids whom you'd like to send to college. Your trust can designate specific funds to finance their college tuitions. You control the pace at which assets are given to your heirs. That can be great if you're worried about the ability of someone to manage inherited money. Assets contained in your trust get to your heirs much faster than if they were held in your own name because there's no waiting period for probate court. You make your distribution instructions very clear in the trust documents and then designate a trustee to follow your instructions. The trustee then distributes all the assets after all financial and tax obligations owed by the estate are settled. It's best to have one professional trustee, such as an estate planning lawyer or a bank, and one trusted relative to split the duties. There are many kinds of trusts. The most common ones are marital trusts, living trusts, credit shelter trusts, and charitable remainder trusts. They can be either revocable or irrevocable. You can use both a will and a trust to manage your estate. How do you go about setting up a trust? You might go to a local estate planning lawyer, or you may use one of the well-vetted online companies. My affiliates who can help you are Trust and Will, Rocket Lawyer, and LegalZoom. You can find links to all of them in the description below. If you have nothing in place right now, you can create a trust easily and quickly online. Once you've done it, it's probably a good idea to show it to your financial planner or your lawyer to make sure it does everything you need and that you haven't left anything out. Like any legal document, make sure to revisit your trust on a regular basis and revise it as necessary. Lawyers can tell you horror stories of trusts that were not revised after business splits or divorces, causing enormous problems for the survivors. Face the future and make plans now for what happens when you're gone. You'll save your heirs lots of time, grief, and money if you set up a trust. And you'll feel secure that you've taken care of the future in a responsible way.